Vigil, Ante, and the Vigilante Antics by BelleAmant. Read by Oakshadow 5. Chapter 16. Propositions. The day starts normally. Izuku wakes up slowly, Hitoshi already out of bed and making breakfast for them. The violet boy smiles at Izuku when he exits their bedroom. "Morning, Izuku," Hitoshi greets. "Happy 15th birthday." "Good morning, Hitoshi," Izuku returns, waving to grab the silverware. "Did you even sleep last night?" "Yeah, got like 6 hours?" Hitoshi shrugs, looking somewhat proud of his response. Izuku doesn't say anything, knowing that Hitoshi usually gets 4 to 5 hours. Must have been a good night. "I swear, one of these days you're going to drop into a coma to catch up on all of your missed sleep," Izuku jokes, and Hitoshi laughs dryly. "Maybe so. Sounds refreshing." Izuku snorts. Breakfast is calm. The boys don't usually speak much as they eat their meal, just waking up and preparing themselves for the day. And then the day flies by. They spend the morning in the library like usual, then eat the lunches they packed. After that, the boys go to the beach to work out for a few hours, and then they sit down and work on gadgets. It's simple, going through the routine that never really changes. It's busy, but it's also calming, knowing what will happen. But then, it changes. Dabi walks up, hands tucked in his pockets. The boys already wear their masks and voice modifiers, because why wouldn't they, when villains tend to appear the moment they're not expecting anyone? It's easier to run from a civilian or hide from a hero than it is to deal with the worry of what if they remember, even if Hitoshi's quirk has never failed them before. The bandman smiles. "Hey boys, how are you doing today?" Izuku shrugs, holding up a half-finished smoke bomb. "We're doing," he responds, as if the answer makes sense, the words crackling and odd. Dabi accepts it anyway. "Good, good. Hey, listen, you guys know I'm not a solo man, yeah?" "You've mentioned working with a group," Izuku says calmly. "You have a boss, I presume?" "Yeah," Dabi shrugs, leaning against a mound of trash, staying just inside Izuku's on our side. "Good. Big boss wants to meet ya." Izuku does not stir, although he can't hide the way his fingers begin to shake. "Oh?" "Yeah," Dabi says like a broken record, although the inflection changes each time. "Right now, if you two aren't busy." Izuku looks to Hitoshi, who's been quiet the entire time. Their eyes lock. It's not smart to deny a villain anything, Izuku thinks, and Hitoshi's slight nod proves that the boy feels the same. "Give us a moment to put the stuff away," Hitoshi speaks up. "Got it, I'll just..." Dabi turns around, looking away as the boys slip into the mouse to hide their work. In 30 seconds, they're right by his side. "Where are we heading?" Izuku asks. "Should we bring our gear?" "He's not interested in your normal products," Dabi says vaguely, then looks up. "Our ride is here." That's the only warning Izuku and Hitoshi get before a purple portal opens up underneath their feet, and the boys fall through. They land with a thump. Izuku races first, looking around, analyzing what he can. There isn't much of anything to analyze. A blank room, with black walls that make everything seem so much darker. Dabi, a few feet away from Izuku and Hitoshi. A man of shadows, or maybe mist, standing beside a wheelchair. A man in a suit, his face covered by machinery, sitting in the wheelchair. A powerful aura coming from the man, one that screams of villainy and horror. Izuku takes a deep breath, and then he rises. By his side, Hitoshi regains his own footing. "Vigil, Ante," the wheelchair bandman speaks, voice echoing in the empty room. "A pleasure to meet you at long last." Izuku nods his head, his friend and partner moving in sync. Neither return the sentiment, but it's unwise to say that. "I hope you didn't mind the abrupt mode of transportation," the man continues easily, voice sounding nearly apologetic. "Kugi's quirk is a useful thing, although it can be rather disconcerting if one doesn't expect it." The mist man says nothing, but bows his head to the boys. It's no problem," Izuku finally says. "Dabi said you wanted to meet with us?" His voice tries to rise, but the modifier makes his voice crackle instead. "Are you interested in buying something from us?" "I suppose that is one way to put it," the man agrees, then turns aside. "Kurogiri, Dabi, your presence is no longer needed. Thank you for your time." The men leave, the misty one giving away nothing, Dabi looking to them in hesitation before disappearing as well. The room is empty, seats for 3. "I know who you are," the man starts calmly, ignoring the way Izuku and Hitoshi stiffen. "I did some research on the two of you, and found myself intrigued. You two are rather interesting. Wouldn't you say the same, Midoriya, Shinzo?" He adds their names with a careless tone, but Izuku knows that this man knows how much power he holds with their mere identities.
How?
Hitoshi starts, eyes narrowed, but the man raises his hand, brushing the area aside.
A man with curiosity cannot be satiated until he has his answers. It was difficult, I'll admit. You two have fit yourself rather well, disappearing so easily, erasing the memories of those who would remember you the best. You two did remarkably well, indeed.
A noise, something of a laugh, comes from the man.
But it's hard to disappear when the world still knows of your existence.
Who?
Someone remembered you. A missing person search almost came up when the orphanage couldn't find your records, nor any proof that you'd been adopted. If you hadn't been gone for a month, or been seen in the city a few days before they realized you had disappeared, they likely would have hunted you down. But the paperwork is started, and it was enough to link together some other clues I'd gathered.
Someone remembered them? From the orphanage? Izuku doesn't know how to feel. The man doesn't give him a chance to process his rambles, continuing without hesitation.
You two have accomplished quite a lot, considering how young you are. Raising yourselves, creating expertly crafted weapons, becoming vigilantes. And yet, you're only 15 right now. You two have done more than most would, and you did it all at once. It's commendable, truly. And yet, the longer I look at the picture you two have created, the more the colors start to fade. I don't know what you mean, sir,
Izuku says, and the man leans back in his wheelchair, seemingly relaxing.
Your drive, it's one that rivals most. It's what allows you to surge ahead of the rest. It's what enables your endless energy and motivation. But it's one born out of desperation.
The man nods with a wistful tone.
You want to protect others from a feeling that you, yourself, have known far too well for someone so young.
What are you talking about? Izuku asks, ignoring the way his throat closes and his eyes begin to burn. Ignoring that he knows what this man is talking about, because he doesn't know what the man wants to say next.
You two have been hurting for so long. You've been left behind, left without a family to call your own. What if I said I can change that?
You don't want parents? Hitoshi says.
We're fine without them. You don't need anyone new in our lives. No, of course not.
The man agrees easily.
But what if they're not new?
What? His voice trembles. His body trembles. But Izuku can't help but ask the word.
I have a quirk.
The man starts calmly.
That allows me to bring a person's soul back to the body, good as new.
Izuku feels his breath hitch, stopping completely.
I heard about your poor mother, Midoriya. Ripped away from the world far too soon, leaving behind a son when she never wanted to. I can bring her back for you. You two can have a loving mother who'll protect you like a mother should.
Something rises in Izuku's heart, a feeling that he hasn't felt in so long. Hope. He tries to crush it, whispering.
But her body, it's gone.
Burned into ashes over 10 years ago.
You can make one. You're a creator similar to me. You create where others cannot. You create to fill the void others leave behind. Create her body, and it will bring her soul back.
It sounds too good to be true, but this man isn't lying. Izuku can tell that he isn't lying. Izuku looks to Hitoshi, looks to his one partner and friend who's been by his side since the very beginning. He looks for an answer on what to do, on what to say. For once, Izuku steps back, allowing Hitoshi to take the lead.
What's in it for you?
Hitoshi asks, and the man straightens.
All that I ask for is this.
Oh fuck, oh no, fuck, oh no, fuck. AFO talked with them and manipulated Izuku and Hitoshi. Oh no, fuck. And I hate that cliffhanger. Like, why? But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed chapter 16 of Vigil, Ante, and the Vigilante Antics. And I see you all next time. Bye!